Yay! Yay!
Hi, Code.
How was that, peeps? Hey, Jackie. Thanks for being here.
Code's in the building.
Code's in the building. Code's in the building.
Hi, Backwoods. Hi, everyone. Hi, Allie.
Right. Yeah, peeps, that was 2 years ago, our first live stream, and Jackie was here. So we thought we'd share that quickly.
I love that. I had the idea after we were chatting, and I thought, wouldn't that be great? And I didn't know exactly when it was, and it turns out it was like almost exactly 2 years ago that Code did his first live stream, and I entered in on it with him to give him a little bit of moral support. So that was fun.
Nervous. I was a little bit nervous. So yeah, you put me at ease. So I had no nerves. Yeah. So yeah, I'll thank you for that.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Backwoods. Allie. Moon Empire.
I need to take like a big cleansing breath because actually I'm like a little bit nervous. I'm going to breathe.
Yeah, we'll breathe. We'll breathe for a minute. We're going to have 5 quick fire questions first before we go for the 15. So yeah, welcome in everyone. Thanks for being here. Well, we've got 8 in the building. Right, hopefully my internet's good. So if it ain't, you'll have to tell me, innit? Like if I glitch. Hopefully we're
Allie,
good.
I got your light here on the floor, the same light you have in your room.
Yeah.
It's shining on me tonight.
We love that. All right. Yeah, thanks, Josh. Josh is in the building. Right, make sure I don't miss no one. Right, yeah. Right, you ready? Should we go? Should we start?
Let's start. I'm ready.
All right. So easy one. Right, your name, your YouTube name.
My YouTube name is Jackie Fox 333, formerly Jackie Evans 333.
There we go. Right, and your country you're in?
I'm in the United States of America.
Lovely. Can you tell us your star sign?
I am a Virgo.
And you can share your number if you know your life path number.
Well, I know my life path number because you gave it to me years ago, and it's number 6.
Right. Atlantis or Lemuria?
Oh, definitely Lemuria.
Yes. Yes, right. And number 5, could you tell us just a little bit about your channel?
Yeah, my channel is a channel that I started to really just help inspire people and uplift people and kind of share my journey on how I kind of get through things and the things that I'm going through in hopes that it will, hi Secret Soul, in hopes that it will help them in some way.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Secret Soul's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, right, I like that. Yeah, an inspirational channel.
Yes.
Yep. All right, thank you. See, easy, quick 5. Now we've got big 15.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the first one, I like this one. You'll like this first question. It's like, we'd like to know your 5 favorite. You can give us 5 of each or a mixture of your books, films, songs.
Okay. I don't know if I have 5. Well, because believe it or not, I've only really read one book my whole life. So that one would have to be my favorite. Because I'm not a reader. Yeah. I love the idea of reading. I love the idea of acquiring stories and knowledge. but I'm a bit dyslexic, and my attention span to read is very short. So just recently, I've just started enjoying Allie's channel with the audiobooks because I don't read much. So the one book I've read my whole life, and I really did like it, I enjoyed it thoroughly, was probably a little bit after high school. I read The Lives of Billy Milligan, and it was a book about a man who suffered from multiple personality disorder, and it was his journey through life. So that would have to be my favorite book, because that's pretty much one of the only books I've read from cover to cover.
That's an interesting book.
Movies, I would have to say, if I would go, whenever I think of my favorite movie, like from way back, it would have to be Valley Girl with Nicolas Cage, and back when he was like a late teen. And that was serious. I, as a late teen myself, I must have watched that movie. Numerous times on repeat.
It was timeless then.
It was timeless to me, because it was like the story of, the punk rocker and the Valley Girl. And I was always like, kind of
you could play the character.
I was the mixture between them both. And it was like, finding that going, because I always in high school would like date the guys that were like almost like opposite of what people thought that I would want to date,
Right.
And so, because I didn't really care about, certain things other people like that other girls around me thought were superficial. So I really always connected to that movie. And so that would be that. And then, of course, the Matrix movies, I've just always really connected to that. Oh, and songs, I don't know. I can't even like pick a song, because I love so much music that like whenever you say that, like not one song comes to my mind. Like I literally draw a blank. You know what I mean? It's like, I know. What would a favorite song be? I like listen to so much different variety of stuff.
I forgot.
So.
I said Kodak of Beats was mine.
That would be it.
I cheated.
So we're gonna end that one there, because I have trouble with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Right. Number 2 is, can you tell us the last thing you learned?
Oh, the last thing I learned.
And it could be any whatever, say from life. I don't know.
I'd say the last thing I learned was
it could be something about yourself, or it could be anything. It can go wherever you want with it. Yeah.
I'd say the last thing I learned is that everything is the revelation that everything is just in constant motion, and like an inner learning that everything is in constant motion, and we shouldn't try to be stuck standing still in any of it. That's kind of like been like a lesson that I've learned lately, that to just kind of like with the flow of things. And whenever you begin to think that, because that's kind of like, knowing you're going to stand still in that. I know it. It's a stillness. It's okay. I know there's nowhere else to go, and as soon as you think that, then there's an unknowing that's going to happen immediately. And then you got to start moving again. So I'd have to that everything is in motion, and I personally cannot stand still in any one thing with any one complete mindset.
Yeah. That got me into space, that there's no everything's in motion, like you said. So that means there's no space, because everything's connected then. So I was like, I like that.
And one more thing I learned, that I had to retake my CPR today because it expired. And there was a lot that I did not know that I had to relearn today. That's on me. on the day-to-day.
Oh, right. Yeah. Linear learning as well. Yeah. One of each. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, one of each.
We like that. Hey, peeps.
Hey, peeps. Welcome, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Well, we've got 9 in the building. Right.
Hey, 9 in the building.
We're on to number 3. Right. And it's like, do you meditate? And if so, do you use a technique or you got a way of meditating?
I do meditate, and actually, I do remember this question from when you had Allie in the chair, and I was sitting outside thinking about it, and I was remembering you and I code, and Josh and I, and a few others that I got to share it with, is when we used to remote meditate together.
Yeah.
And because Josh and I were in different states for, quite some time before we got to be in person together. And we would, have meditation time together, and I would, make a playlist. And I did this several times with coding. You think it's just in your head, or you think
you learned me
you can't
really.
share that experience distance wise, whether it be in another country or another state. And I don't know how that came to me to do that. I think it was just out of first of all, just a yearning to be closer to Josh on a level.
You've been told, innit?
Yeah. And then whenever I started to share it with a few of my closer friends, it was like just an incredible experience, wasn't it, Code?
Yeah. Because I'm like, what? Yeah.
Different than anything I've ever experienced. It's not like I just like dropped down into me to do it that way. To really just share.
I feel it. I can sort of feel it because it comes with a feeling. You're like, right, that's like really good.
Yeah. So that brought that to mind. But just for me, meditation, sometimes it will be just quiet time in a space. I prefer to lay flat when I meditate, almost perfectly flat, and on my back. And I usually have my hands like on my hip area, and then I'll put on some good meditation music, or even sometimes some guided meditation I enjoy. If there's a certain need that I'm feeling I need, that
I've never done that.
Specific guided meditation. Other than that, it's just that being outside meditation, just having quiet time outside in nature, just really just letting your thoughts and your feelings just flow, and seeing where it goes. In meditation with imagination.
I like that because I'll say contemplation, but meditation with imagination. I like that better. That's a good title for something.
Oh, you better write that down.
I'm gonna poem. I've written it down in my mind. It's written.
That just came. It's written in there.
Yes.
But just.
Hey, Missy. No, you're not too late. No, we're only on question 3.
Oh,
hey, Missy.
Hi, Missy. Yeah. So, I feel like for me, meditation kind of, I don't feel like I'm consistent enough with it. When life busyness comes, I feel like I might slack a little bit, but I also feel like as you become more self-aware, that I don't feel that the measured time is as important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can agree. Yeah.
Where it was like more in the beginning, it was, I felt like I needed to do a certain amount of measured time where I felt better if I did. Where now it's just more as led, not as a mandatory or like I need it to achieve something. Now it just kind of flows.
Yeah, because I feel like you've got the connection there. Now you could like meditate, and then you feel like what it feels like, that different energy, and then you can find that in other places. So it's like, I know what you mean. When you've been really connected, you could probably meditate less. Yes. I know I do. I know I must do.
Exactly. But sometimes you really feel like you need to. Also, where you're just like, God, I just really need to just quiet my mind. I need to center often. And like and another way I meditate too is in the swimming pool. I like to float.
Water.
I like to float with my ears in the water. I like that underwater, you know,
Yeah,
like
I can
kind of
imagine
feel.
that.
And
Yeah.
then it kind of like puts me in a different state of relaxation where I'm actually floating on the water, and I'll kind of meditate that way also.
That's like, yeah, I like that. Yeah. No, yeah. Wow.
If I had a bathtub, I'd probably do it in the bathtub too. That
Yeah.
would be coming soon.
Peeps go asleep though, don't they? But don't want to do that in the bath, right? Right, thank you. We're on to now. Oh, question 4. And have you got a hero? If so, who is it or why? Like, have you got a hero? Yeah.
Do I have a hero? I do not have a hero because I look up to people so much all around me constantly, like consistently. Like I can't like point out one, it's like a daily thing. I have a hero every day. Whoever I'm around. I think it's because of my
I like that. Yeah. So whoever you're with is
the way I'm made up, and the way I, kind of like live through my heart a lot of the time. I always look out for the best in people, and so it's like I'm drawn to their best qualities, or I see their best qualities very quickly or easily. So then I go to that, admiration of, or,
That's what you connect
great.
with.
I
Yeah.
really look up to that. I might not be as strong in that. And I really look up to that. And that's kind of like goes throughout the day or throughout the weeks where it just shifts, and I can have it all.
Hey, Papa Smiles. That's a great answer. So you see the hero in Peeps, like,
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's great.
Even the ones who don't see it in themselves.
That's the bestest answer, Peeps.
Oh, it's true, because I'm like, I can't.
No.
I remember that question with Allie, and I'm like, I was sitting outside, and I'm thinking, I can't think of like one person. Sure, you could say your parents or this or that, or your brother or your son or your
you might have been,
but it's like I can't, because it's like it's everybody. Really, I look up to everybody. I admire everybody, or feel like everybody's a hero to me.
That's great. That is great. I love that. Yeah, hey, Papa Smiles. Right. Thank you. So we're on to question 5. Oh.
Now, see, I think this is where I turned it off. I got busy with Allie, so I have no idea what this is going to be. Oh, no.
Right. Pete, you might struggle. Some peeps struggle with this question, but this is it. This is the question, right? Could you share a recent kind act you did? And that's not you saying, oh, look at me. It's not like, a good deed maybe, or I don't know. You happen to be in the right place at the right time to do something. It could be that.
Right.
But,
I would say an extra act of kindness. I will say that we recently had an exchange where we felt that we did something. Josh and I both felt with it. We did something to somebody that maybe at the time we thought was a right thing to do. And then we further, as time lapsed, realized it probably wasn't the right thing to do. So what we did was, we replaced something to somebody when that may have went beyond our means at the time, just as a goodwill showing of our true, our saying that we may have been wrong about that, and we are going to replace this something that, they would have been fine. They would have been fine without it, and would have never even thought of it. But to us, it kind of like mended that circle of, you know, like, and I just felt like that was kind of like an extra, you know, bit of kindness that, you know, wasn't expected, or that we didn't have to do. But, you know, to see the face of somebody who doesn't expect something, and really,
that's enough.
Yeah. And whenever you really, you have to kind of almost, you know, struggle to make it happen. So I'd have to say that would maybe be one of them.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Right. Oh, let's get out. Right, we're on to, we've got 11 in the building. 11. Yay.
11.
Right, we're on to question 6. Oh, I like this one. What is the biggest lie you have found or you've been told?
The biggest lie.
I mean, you can go anywhere. You could go creation, you know, you don't have to say like.
The biggest lie, I think, for me, was that salvation had to come through something else other than myself.
Yeah, wow.
Because you know, I grew up with no religion, no real faith until I forget how old I was, 40 some, in my 40s.
Right.
Then whenever I, you know, had found a connection to Creator, but it was labeled as religion, and then I fell into the religion trap, and went full hog into it. And I think once I realized that was all for me, I'm not saying for anyone else, for me, that was not the truth, and what I was following was leading me to nothing to better myself, or to to raise myself up at all, but to keep me bound, and in a cycle of circles that just kept eating away at me.
Yeah,
So,
I see that.
But you know, then I realized, you know, for me, what you know, salvation meant, and what all of that is.
It's like ascension.
It's within me, and that I'm the only one, and you know, in connection to Creator, and to the flow of the whole cosmos of whatever that is.
Yeah, that bit was left out. Yeah, it felt like,
yeah. So I'd say that. Yeah. Other than flat Earth.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I thought I said. I might have said the moon.
That came hand in hand with the religion one, though.
Yeah.
Those came to me at the same time.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can say more than one. Yeah, like I'm a bit like, I'm like, well. Yeah.
And then I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off for a hot minute.
Yeah, you do for a little while. You're like, damn, and then you're like, well,
why am I holding on to that energy? Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It doesn't matter.
Wow. Salvation means Yeshua. Yeah. Right. Oh, thanks for that. That's the biggest lie. Right. We're on to number 7. So this is like, what's your passion now? Or maybe you just got a pastime.
I'd say right now, my passion I've had like a renewed passion for YouTube again. You know, because we took a bit of time off from doing videos and live streams and stuff like that. And I feel like that's it's becoming revived inside of me to want to, you know, get out there and share things, and be part of it again. And of course, my knitting and crocheting gives me much joy and peace.
That's like meditation.
And a meditation, yeah. And,
like that, isn't it, when you're doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, and then also the part of it of when I knit or crochet, and this goes back to whenever I was back in the in my super religious days, is it puts me into a state where I like receive information. because I think, it just puts me in that state where when I'm doing that, a lot of times I'll get really big downloads. So it's like it's like a double pleasure, because it relaxes me and it's beautiful, and I'm actually really gifted at it. So, that helps.
Yeah.
And I taught it to myself. I taught it to myself through YouTube, just, not that long, not that many years ago, and learned. And then it grew, and my knowledge of it and my ability grew, and now
helps your imagination, I suppose,
it
as well,
does.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And just working with the colors, I just love colors.
Yeah.
Working with color mixtures and textures and different, just excites me. So I'd say
yeah, I like that. That's great. Feeling it, actually. I'm like, oh, yeah. Free upload. Yeah. Right. Number 8. Yeah, we're on number 8. Oh, have you got any recommended anything you would recommend to study? Or if not, maybe a teacher out there you went, yeah, I learned from them. Just give them a shout or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say I really have been really into researching just about the whole matrix reality, and not that I fully put full belief into it, just like I don't really put full belief into much anymore.
Yeah.
I really like
totally.
investigating it, and I like hearing people speak on it and their thoughts of it and how it's intertwined of this being a whole game we're in, and really our consciousness is out there, and we need to get back to a point and all that. I really like that. And when a lot of when I follow, when I want to watch videos about that, I like to go to Beyond the Veil with Chris and Sri Geo. I feel like they have a lot.
I think I know them.
They have a lot to offer with the downloads that they get about it, and so that would have to be one. For sure. And then just me and Josh's our draw to energy lines and ley lines and rock formations, and of course, oh gosh, the ancient architecture and the lies that have been told about that. Oh, and the whole era. Oh, I could go on and on about that. I'm so interested in so many different things. The whole era of the mid to late 1800s. That whole era, the reset era, is just I could just
so fascinating.
So fascinating.
I'd love to put something together where I could show all the energy in the buildings and to get a timeline. It's so difficult. Yeah.
What all ties together.
Yeah. Anything with energy, and they're like the colors they're talking about in the chat. Yeah, they're related to the energy, each color for me. Yeah, so I can feel that, because if you feel an emotion off of somebody, you know what I mean, you'll get the color.
Right.
If it's anger, it'd be red, and you can just sort of feel it. Yeah. Wow. Right. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're on number 9. Number 9.
My 333.
Yeah, it's a 333. Right. Have you got a best practice, or it may just be or it could be a ritual, or it could be a mantra? Like any of them 3.
I would say just my daily ritual, I would say, is just to, as soon as I get up in the morning and get my bearings about me, is to immediately go outside. That's like a ritual for me, is to immediately connect with outside energy, with earth, with the trees, or the sun. If I'm able to sit in sun for a few minutes, very first thing, and I just feel it helps to start my day off right, burn off anything. I have a super duper active dream state, and a lot of times I mean, like it's nonstop. I could lay down, take a nap for 10 minutes, and I will go into full dreams. I mean,
Is
it's
it heightened lately? Like, are you dreaming more?
it's just been it's constant all the time for me.
Have I been in it? Have I appeared in any? Because I'm appearing in a few dreams lately. It's quite funny. I don't have none myself, but I'm in a few.
Yeah. So for me, it's important to like I wake up in the morning because I usually remember them. And last night I had a dream about Josh. Last night I had a dream. I was in a car wreck, and I wake up in a very just really bad state of being a lot of times.
Yeah.
Very vivid dreams of a lot of stuff that's not, not happy stuff a lot of times. And I feel like if I can go outside, I kind of like release it.
Yeah.
It will hang on to me. Some of my dreams are they feel so real, and I will just hang on to them it will affect my mood for a lot of days. So for me, a ritual is get up, get outside, ground, sun gaze if I can for a few minutes, and get under my trees. As you can see them out here through the treehouse window.
Oh yeah, it is lovely there. I'd want to do it. I'd want to step outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Not that. Oh. I was just getting all other thoughts about all that now. Yeah. Right. I'm back. Right. Number 8. Number 10. This is just an easy one, really. Like you're saying, or your motto.
Oh, cause no harm.
Oh, cause no harm. Have you got any more? You can throw a few out there. If you've got a little throwaway ones, like it is what it is and things like that.
Really,
Anymore.
have a great, blessed, light-filled day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's your channel one. Yeah. Mine's Code to the Building. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah.
But really, cause no harm has always been one of my biggest ones. And it's a motto. It's not something I'm successful at a lot of times. But it's something I really strive to really.
That's your intention, yeah, to cause no harm. So
cause no harm.
Yeah, that's mine as well. Yeah, thanks, Jackie.
It gets me because it's hard to do. It's really hard to do.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat got a motto?
Yeah, let's hear some more mottos. I want to hear some in the chat.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, cause no harm too, is like, because when you think of that, you think of others. But for me, it's a lot of it is cause no harm to myself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not just whenever I say that, I don't say it just for externally.
Peeps and animals, self.
It's for a lot of it's for myself, to keep myself from harming myself.
Yeah. Right. Any mottos, people? Hey.
They're motto-less.
What's your channel like? Jingle. Ali's, he's like, dude. She was all like that to me. And holy majoli.
I love hers.
She's brilliant.
Dude.
Right, happy you're back, Ali. Right. We can do number 11. Number 11, Peach. Number 11. Right. Oh. Right. So, what do you feel the work you need to do on yourself?
Hey.
You might have picked something, because I'm just relating to self. I thought, I need to, like, you know what I mean? My aim, like, maybe something. Yeah.
Oh, boy. I would say.
This one.
I would say I have so much more work to do. I can't even put my finger on one thing. Oh no.
Yeah, I would say what you're doing currently. Like, you'd say you went to yourself, you know what, I've got, or I need, or whatever, and you may be doing it right now. So
Yeah, I think actually beginning to vocalize my the things I need to work on, to actually say them out loud. And
yeah, yeah,
and Josh I was just doing that the other night. He's like, wow, it's really good to hear you say that out loud. He's like, I don't have to bring it up to you and tell you what.
There's a little get though, isn't there? I would have to bring it up. So yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I love that you saw that in yourself, and you know that that's an issue, and you're going to quit making excuses. That's the big one for me, is making excuses. To quit making excuses for some of the things I do, or how I am, or how I just move through life. And some of the things aren't right, and like in my mind I think it's all right because I have an excuse, whatever the excuse may be. So I think what I'm working on now is trying to not have excuses for behaviors, or think that certain behaviors are okay, and just because it's just who I am.
Yeah, no, that's really helping me actually. Yeah, look, is it an excuse I'm giving myself? Yeah,
exactly.
Wow, that's really good. Thanks. No, that is.
Yeah, that you can thank Josh for that one, because he always tells me that's
I
just
do check in on self, but
yes.
there's a lot of ways. Yeah, thanks, Josh. Wait, was that Josh's question? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, we're doing 16 today, peeps. Right, yeah. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Definitely your motto. Mm-hmm. What is it? What? MEH? What's that saying? No. What? Nah.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
Nah. Right. We're on to number 12. Bumping along. Right. Oh, look, here we go. Right. What is your biggest truth you have found? Like, or your biggest knowing? He's like, raw.
I think my biggest truth of knowing is that I can actually do this myself. And I don't need to count on anyone, and I'm strong enough to do it. And that's been a really big truth for me, because I've just depended on people my whole entire life for everything. So I've gone through life great, and I've done a lot of things, but I've always had that feeling I couldn't do it myself. So I think to the knowing that I really can, no matter what, I will be okay, and I could do it myself alone. I could, I don't need, like, on an internal basis, I don't need anybody.
I love that.
That's a big one. That's a big truth for me.
And I can feel that.
Actually, try to live it, and not fall back on the excuses.
Yeah, and then you're getting to be more of you, because say you feel that in a way, let's see if I could do it on my own. And if you was, you'll be making all the choices and decisions almost about what you're doing, instead of like saying, shall we do this and that? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. A bit more, on self. Yeah, like that secret self-love, self-nurture.
Yes.
Yeah. But that becomes your faith, innit? So now you've got faith in self, because I never knew what faith was. I never knew that word. And then I got a bit of gnosis for self. Then I went, oh, that's my faith in my own knowing.
Yeah.
So I found a bit of faith. I was like, oh, that's what it means. But anyway, right. Let's go on to number 13. Oh, look. Hey, we like this one. Right. Have you got any quotes, like, or your 3 favorite quotes or sayings that you might like or hear? I know quotes can be hard because you can't always think of any. Like,
I know. Oh, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
it.
I only know Tesla quotes.
Energy, frequency, vibration.
Yeah, I'm all over there. That's what I do my gnosis, my learning with. Always.
Quotes. No, I don't like quotes.
Hey, Saturnian son.
Hey, 2 SS's in the building.
Yeah, oh yeah. SS. Yes, SS. Oh right, was that the quotes?
Yeah.
Or your sayings. Oh yeah, if you got a saying, that's similar to your motto. So yeah. But you might have a saying which you didn't know you had, and then Josh told you it. When you always say that.
Yeah.
It could mean it could be a nonsense saying, but you might have one.
I don't have anything.
Right, okay. I like that. I love that. It's like code. I haven't got any.
I haven't got anything.
What part of no don't you get? Right, right. We've done that one. So
I can't make something up.
no, that's all right. No, you're saying is be quiet, Josh. No, I'm not really. I mean,
Yeah.
right. We go to number 14. Oh, look at this one. Right. Where do you, it is 14, yeah. Where do you see yourself in 3 years' time? You might not forward this.
In 3 years' time,
Yeah, so in 2025.
I see myself
Oh, thanks, SS.
25 years old.
Huh? What, in 3 years? In 3 years? Yeah, where do you see?
I don't know where I see myself in 3 years. I don't like to think that,
Like,
because
say one thing, like one loose thing. Say you thought to yourself, you know what, I wouldn't mind having that or doing this. Like, say you wanted to travel somewhere, even you go, yeah, I see myself. I've been to them, like Serpent Man. You went. You might be another one. You might do.
I'd say in 3 years, I would like to be even more well traveled than we already are.
There we go. I felt that. Yeah.
I would like to see us commit to traveling more, and where we're being led to go with no boundaries or restrictions.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I like that answer because it ain't saying where you're seeing
No,
yourselves as peeps, like what
no,
you're.
that's why I don't think that far ahead, because
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be putting an expectation on it, or I'd be putting a something on it that if it doesn't happen, then I would feel like that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing to get there or something. And everything changes and flows so much that I really try to ahead. I would like to live in warmer climate.
And me, yeah.
It's warmer, that doesn't have extreme winters like we do have here. But
yeah.
Some point, I would say 3 years. I don't know about 3 years, but I would like to relocate to a better, more neutral climate.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll go anywhere really. I'd even go Amsterdam actually. No, I'll go where I'm guided, but I want to move though. Yeah. But that's what I mean. I don't get to choose any of my life so far.
No,
but
that's what I mean.
I know, but then I went, let's do a loose plan. And I thought this 3-year thing came to me, and mine would be I've expanded my music and stuff. So
yeah,
I should have that looking like something. I don't know what it looks like, so I'm happy with that. But it looked like something. So yeah. Right, we're going to be on the 15th then, the 15th question. Look, 4-4. Right, you ready, peeps? Oh, right. Could you share, like, if you've had like a spiritual experience, or even something was quite profound, like experience you thought you had? Like, maybe as a child?
I would just have to say just as a child, having the constant experiences, which were, in my dream state or in my pre-sleep state of just constant, it's just where my 333 comes from is, uh, I don't even know what to call it anymore, because I don't feel like demonic is like a real word, but just constant visualizations of entities and things out my window or in my closet, things that they make, children's, horror books about, but it was actually to a realistic point where, I would have intense fear with mirrors or windows or hearing things, intense about being possessed and fighting, constantly battling in my sleep every night, and having, a knowing of, some type of extraterrestrial type of activity that is somewhere in my subconscious that I just haven't been able to pull out specifics on. But
I knew it.
Knowing that at some point somewhere in those years there was some type of whether it was just sighting or contact or something, I have a knowing that it was
I know you have,
but not having that, it's all like so vague, but just that whole experience of just having lived through a whole childhood of having these things in my mind that I don't know why they're in my mind. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't living any, I'm a child. Why are these things, around me? Or why is it constant a battle every night, every single night battling?
No one can tell you that. No one can give you the answer, innit?
No.
I know, I carried that all my life till I got on YouTube and shared it. But I'm the same.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you something, right? Did you ever get a vision of going down these like long slide things? And you're normally on your own.
I've had visions.
And you're going, where are you going forever?
Of
it's like you're on them.
I've had visions of being on ships. Like I'll have a vision that I'm there. I have visions of certain rooms on ships, that I'm in certain rooms, that I'm going from room to room. Not recalling specifically harm being done to me, but I'm there. And not of what you explained, but definitely visions of that. And then
I'm just wondering who it was. Yeah, no, I'm only saying this, right? Because I used to go down these slide things, right? And they're infinite. It reminds me of, I've seen it. I've been there a few times, right? It goes on and on. It's quite fun, but then you get bored of it. Yeah. But there was only there was one time when a girl and a boy was there with me. Only one ever. So I've just always asked that question. They might say, it was me. I was going down the slide with you. It could have been, because I swear there's a girl with blonde hair.
Actually, though, Code, I do have a recurring dream. Now that you said that, whoops. I do have a recurring dream growing up of going. Well, actually, it's just what you're saying. Going down. There was a cartoon whenever I was little.
And they all go in and
banana rama things. I don't know, these big dressed up animals, like people dressed up in animals, and they go down these slides went like this, and there was 6 in a row, and they would all just be separated by and then I did.
But some would go through a tunnel, so you'd go a different way. Say it split off. Mm-hmm. And one time I was with two other peeps, and we were on it for ages. And I was like, "How comes we're all here together?" It's only once. You just reminded me of it, so that's why I thought I'm going to share it. Like, why not? Yeah. What? It might trigger something. Yeah. What are you saying, Chet? I have to go now. Oh, have a good night,
have a good
Moon
night.
Empath. Much love.
Thank you.
Glad you're in the building. What's that? Let's clear that one. Right. Oh, yeah, we've done the 15, right?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. That was great. Yay. I love that experience.
No.
So you're all right. It was good, wasn't it? You ain't like your nerves went.
It gets your mind going, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can ask me anything now. Oh, yeah. At the end, I thought I've asked you.
Ask you something.
You might would ask me. So you don't have to.
I would have to say, what is your favorite part of being a father?
Oh, finally, being a father. Yeah, cool. The best bit about being a dad. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Bro. Yeah, knowing like you've created someone. I don't know. Like you can talk. I can talk to my son. Yeah. Let's just say my son. It could be my daughter, but different than anybody else in ever. You can't. You know, it's like it could be me. So I can. You know, not like I'm not honest with anyone anyway, but I don't know. It feels something like that's what I think the best bit is. You've actually got a son and a daughter. You know, you've got that. That connection. Yeah.
That connection. Yeah.
Yeah. It's unbreakable. That's it. Yeah. It's unconditional. So, you know, you can't get this no other way.
Yeah.
And you don't know it until you've had a child and you're like, oh, right. Because, you know, I didn't get it. And then I had one. I was like, oh. Hey, Frack. Yeah, that's a good question. Thanks. I've never been asked that. I was like, oh. Like,
I know, like trying to think. Like, it's just I was actually just picturing your kids as I was asking that.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I love them. I was like, I love everything about them. Like, I can't pick nothing. Like, yeah, it's great. Thanks. I like that. We should add that in. Like, oh no, but not everyone is a parent. Oh yeah.
But they're parents. Most people are parents, at least of our babies.
Yeah. Some pets or whatever, or you're as good as when you look after children anyway. I mean, I've had my own, but I've had others here we've looked after. Yeah. Because they'd rather be in my building. So we go, yeah, you can stay here. It was like that. Yeah. But thanks for that.
Thank you for having me on, Code.
That was brilliant. Thanks, Jackie. Look, we've nearly done an hour. I don't know if anyone in the chat want to ask Jackie anything, say anything. Like we'll sit around for a couple more minutes if you're all right with that. Yeah. See if anyone's got anything to say. Good to see you, Saturnian. How you doing, Frack? Frack Star. What's the time, Frack? See, he's always like about 12, 13. He must be way ahead of you then, about 18 hours or something.
Oh, wow.
No, he's about 12 ahead of me, I think. It may be the afternoon there, yeah. What's the time, Fred? Bet it's the afternoon. Oh, your birthday's finished now, Secret Soul.
My birthday's coming up next month.
Yeah, 19th. Mm-hmm. And my daughter's on the 1st. So, yeah. And Missy is in the building. Hers is on the 2nd.
Nice. I like
so we got a few. Oh, it's 10:55 a.m. Oh, hold on. So you're 9 hours ahead. Right, I remember that now. So what's the time for you, Jackie?
I don't know, Josh. 8:55 p.m.
So, yeah, so you're 14 hours behind Frack.
We're time traveling. You two YouTube chat is time traveling.
Right. Don't look like no one's got a question.
That's fine. That's great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's even better than for us.
Rah, rah.
We'll end it. We'll stay here though for a minute, innit? We'll just end together. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna end in a minute, peeps. Yeah, so thanks again, Jackie.
Oh, always.
Loved it.
And I'll have you on mine next time.
All right. Yeah, no interview, no questions. No. Hey, peeps.
Maybe.
Look at Josh is like, he's sitting there like, oh, yeah.
I don't know. Josh might have to take
Yeah. Oh yeah, Josh might have to do the chair. I'd love him in there.
Okay, he said he's up for it whenever.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, maybe next weekend or so. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Right, we're gonna say thanks everyone.
Thank you,
Thanks
everyone.
whoever came like in the building or watched the replay. Yeah.
Peace, love, and bubble gum.
Yep. We'll see you all soon. I'll see you all soon, peeps.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Right.